that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
A give. This is Cook. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defensively, here are the starters for Houston. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. gets it past the 30, almost to the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Meanwhile, over at Lambeau, an update. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Down! Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. To the left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. Plenty of scoring here already. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cook, and now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. from the gun. Here's Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Watson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. To throw on second is Watson. Ebron's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, back 22.
From the gun, Watson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw him up.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Down. Back 22.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Back 22. Back 22.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Back 22.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From Motown, let's head across Lake Erie to Buffalo. See what's going on with the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Case Keenum's thrown 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watson off play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Back 22. Back 22.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Third and long. It's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue, line it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll go with Foreman. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Down. Green, they're down. Green, they're down.
Watson to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
They had no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Set. 319. 319.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he floated one out there, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get into the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now let's go. 3:19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green.
And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Flag 22!
Watson on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. A carry for Foreman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green,
Running
39.
game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run with Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he knows it, they know it, everybody in this stadium knows a touchdown and a PAT, and they can walk away with a win.
So it's time to focus, and just focus on the task at hand. Everything that's been practiced along the way. This 2-minute drill is practiced all the time. How things have to be run, the types of plays that they like in this situation, the types of throws the quarterback likes, get it downfield. But there is a little extra urgency because they know they can finish it right here. Touchdown, and as you said, PAT, and they walk off the field winners.
Down 6 in crunch time. They'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And he comes back with one complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And now out comes Minnesota. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.